What up, world? It's your boy Vidge Louie, and I'm here just because I need to express myself on a couple of things as far as what's transpired with Kanye over the last couple of days. You know what I mean? A lot of people are like, man, you're spending too much energy on this, but I kind of feel, without getting too in depth of it, this is kind of like serious. I always tell people I'm an overthinker. I overanalyze things. I think a lot about shit. On my way home from work yesterday, I was kind of thinking like, one, Kanye, he's sold out, and that's self-explanatory. I'm gonna go all the way back though, guys, to when Kanye originally had his first kind of spaz out after the whole Taylor Swift event, supposedly after his wife got robbed in Paris. But he's saying that, this was right around the time when he was at concert and he was like, radio, fuck you, all this, that, and they lied to you. They lied to you. A lot of people are forgetting that part here, okay? Once he did that, they gave him 2 years, year and a half, cool out, president gets elected. You see Kanye, with his bleached hair, goes up to the president. Okay, at that point in time, I just thought he was, just bugging. He was just trying to be in the limelight. Let's not forget how he was talking about how he was in debt by $53 million. I really feel like Kanye is a great musician. I feel that, he's done things that a lot of other producers, weren't able to do in his time frame. As far as samples go, when we talk about pink polos and backpacks, that's the Kanye we like. All this 808s and heartbreaks. After that is garbage. But I'm just getting to my point as to, where I was saying that, he met with Donald Trump, and then he links up with him again, and then he wears his red hat. Now, I've been doing a lot of watching TV, well, not really TV, but Netflix, y'all, and huge Netflix supporter. But one thing that I just wanted to point out is I watched this documentary on this guy named Roger Stone. If y'all don't know who Roger Stone is, y'all need to do your research. Okay, Google him. He was pretty much a part of Trump's political campaign. When you hear Kanye talk about, I admire, what Donald Trump did. He made it seem that it was impossible. It wasn't really impossible. It's just they had, some dirty ass campaign strategies to get away. Just keep it 100. Politics is dirty. It doesn't matter which side you're on. Blue, red. Democrat or Republican. Whatever party that you're on. In my opinion, anyway. Politics is dirty. But I think what I see, me personally doing, what I see Kanye doing is taking that same type of strategy of Trump, where I'm just going to say whatever I want and I'm going to let people react. Because you know what? Bad press is good press, or whatever the saying is. He's in the limelight. He's still there. He's still relevant. I was talking with my brother ST about this first song that he released, this Boopity Boop. I was like, what the hell is he doing? But then I got to thinking, I was originally thinking, oh, he's on that radio, fuck you. Alright, so if the radio wants a certain type of record, okay, I'm gonna give you that certain type of record. Hence, boopity boop boop, whatever the fuck he was saying. And then when I heard this Ye verse to People, I haven't really heard all of it. And then I started, hearing all this shit go off. And shout out to the dude on TMZ too. I don't know what your name is, brother, but I was just talking with my aunt, and I feel like you pretty much spoke for everybody articulately, with great poise, and you didn't back down, bro. You weren't afraid of his celebrity, so I applaud you for that. But what I'm getting at is that Kanye West, man, this is a guy who I feel, for that fame, for that limelight, he did a lot of foul shit for it. Not to say that he's dope or he was dope, Because I'll be honest with you, I ain't fucking with you no more, but he was dope. You know? It's just a sad thing. I feel like for somebody to have that platform and to make a left turn as opposed to a right turn, man, you could have done better with those if you were trying to do better, you know. But you saying that you're thinking freely and that, you know, slavery is just a choice, brother, you bugging, yo. Like, I know for a fact my ancestors, bro, on them boats, they didn't choose to get on them boats. I know for damn sure, you know, ain't none of them, you know, chose to be held against their will, killed, raped, pillaged. You know, and from your mother being a doctor, bro, that kind of just, you know, and as smart as you are, Kanye, because you a smart ass dude. Let's keep it 100. You smart as hell, bro, but you ain't thinking properly, man. And that's what I'm trying to get at right now. I'm not trying to do this for you know, any type of likes, you know, but I'm gonna ask everybody. I mean, if you guys are really serious about this, because right now what's going on is y'all are being led towards and steered towards a particular path that I don't think a lot of you guys are really aware of. I'm gonna ask people to do this. It was really easy for us to boycott H&M for that child who had that, you know, T-shirt that was very offensive. Quick to boycott them. We were quick to boycott Starbucks when they didn't let any of us brothers use the restroom unless we were purchasing something. Kanye has like 5 different albums that he's producing. Pusha T, dope as hell. Kid Cudi, dope as hell. Nas, probably one of my top 3 artists, rappers of all time. Tiana Taylor, and I think he has an album out. Guys, if you really don't support him, don't download this shit. Don't download none of this shit. And that hurts me to say that because out of 3 out of those 5 artists, man, I'm really looking forward to see what kind of music they have, man. But if you guys are really adamant about this and you guys are really, you know, unhappy or unsatisfied, do the same shit. Okay, he's doing what Trump's doing. He's trying to get a reaction out of you guys. Why? Because he needs more record sales. Why? Because he wants to be in the limelight. This is all propaganda, y'all. And I say this with the illest intent. Like, I'm a musician myself. I'm an artist, man, and I've been doing this for 20 years, man. Has not once have I, you know, made stupid money off of this. If anything, it's cost me more money to put out music than to, you know, than to receiving money. And that's okay. That's because I don't have the capital. I don't have a manager. Don't have a publicist. I don't have key players for me to get to that status. But what I'm getting at is, man, is it's for the culture. It's for the art. You know, if you go back to your old catalog, bro, like your whole catalog, yay, like you were dope, man. Like you had creative intellect or creative thought behind all your music. And I respected you for that, man. But what I'm getting at is for people like us that have been at our home studios, you know, or going to a studio where we have to, you know, put out, you know, X, Y, and Z. We may not eat for a couple of days. May not have weed to smoke for a couple of days, but we're still trying to put this record out. We may not have all the equipment to put out a music video, but we're still trying to do that because why? Because for me, and I'm going to speak specifically for myself, because music is truly a passion of mine. I feel that it's a universal language, you know, and although we're being very harsh, I think, on Kanye, I think it's well needed, and he deserves that. You know, we put in work, man. Like, we put in work, okay? Like, I'm talking hours, overtime. You have your 9 to 5 or whatever job that you have. You have your family duties that you gotta attend to, and then you have your album duties. So I know half of the cats that I rock with are the people that I fuck with. That's the type of shit that we on. So all this shit, I'm a god, or you know, I'm gonna build a wall around the LBC. First of all, yay, you don't want to come out here. I'm not a gangbanger, but I know a couple of cats that still out here and they active. And trust me, You don't want to come out here with all that. You don't want to disrespect these cats because they really living this shit out here. And I'm not saying that for any threats or anything like that, guys. I just had to get this off my chest. I've been at work for the last 4 or 5 days, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on with hip-hop? What is going on to the point where we allowing motherfuckers like this really to have us go back and revert, you know? And I'm not even talking about the civil rights, guys. I'm talking about hip-hop. We've been receiving backlash for the last 35 years. Still receiving that shit. You know, this is not a good look. That's all that I'm saying. So to all you artists out there, all you producers, all you MCs, just people in general, like I said, man, boycott his music. I mean, I don't care. I don't need to go to sell XYZ records, man. I did it for the love. I mean, I would love to say that I made a great living off of it. I would love to say that I have all the tools needed to get to that status, but right now it's strictly for the love, and it always has been. And anybody out there, guys, I'm keeping it 100. If you ever find that at any point, you know, you come across, you know, we've had a relationship, friendship, kinship, are we good? And you think that I switched up, I'd hope that you would come to me, because I don't feel I switched up. But Kanye, you have switched up, brother. So that's my 3 cents for this whole Kanye shit. I'm not really gonna drop anything else, say anything else about it, but I just had to, you know, express my thoughts. But boycott they shit, y'all. They got 5 albums coming out. Count them. His album, Cuddy's album, Tiana Taylor, I Like You, Nas. Guys, let's you know, let's do the right thing, as if Spike Lee would say. Anyway, I'm out. Trey's up.